Today I'm here with Richard and we are playing the Cult of Annihilation Necrons versus the Freebootas Ork. Richard, what is it?
It's war time!
No, it's coming right up.
Necrons!
Nick speaking, and welcome to this battle report. Right, the Cult of the Cryptek is out, my first game, and I'm up against Richard's horrible Orks. I'm a bit concerned about this game, to be honest, but we will see because, well, as previously experienced, it's not about what you kill, it's about how many mission points you can get. So let's have a closer look at our armies. Okay, here is my Cult of the Cryptek Outrider detachment. Heading up the force is a Technomancer, and he's got Warlord trait Lesser Beings, giving me +1 to a wound roll with 1 unit. And then I have the Neutron Shroud, giving him a 2+ save and a 3+ invulnerable save once per game. Then have a second Technomancer, and he's got the Control Node. We then have our fast attack choices. We have 3 units of Wraiths. 1 unit of Wraiths as Whip Coils. That's this unit with the small bases because I don't have enough base adapters yet. Then we have 3 units of Scarab Swarms, 2 units of 9 and 1 unit of 7. We then have 2 units of 3 Canoptek Spiders, or with Particle Beamers, and the 2 without guns have a Gloom Prism. We then have a heavy support, 2 Canoptek Doomstalkers. We then have a fortification, the Convergence of Dominion. That is 2,000 points exactly. Alright, okay, let's have a look at these pesky Orks then, Rich. What have you got this week?
Well, slightly different. I've gone for a Supreme Command detachment, which is Gaz, and that's Goths. He's just in there to give everyone the wire and speed wire. Then I've got a battalion, which is Freebootas, which is pretty good because Gaz can be included in an army without losing the clan culture.
Right.
So, in that, I've got 2 HQs. I've got Badruck himself.
Yep.
And I've got a Weird Boy.
Okay.
And then I've got 3 units of 10 Grots. I've then got Squid Buggies, Mega Track Scrap Jets actually this time round.
Okay, that's 1 unit of 3, is it?
That's 1 unit of 3, yeah.
Yep.
Then I've got the Kill Rig.
Ooh.
I've got a unit of 3 Bubble Chuckers.
Yep.
I've got my Flash Kits.
Aha, not used those for a while.
No, and I've got my Wasbomb Blast Jets. And then I've got my Big Boss Bunker.
Okay, this is the Ork fortification, yeah?
Yeah, it's standing.
That's not painted, is it?
It is sort of. It's just, I could have got one of the Ork ones out, but it was just... It came to hand,
yeah,
and
fair enough.
I didn't have to move.
So we both have fortifications. Mine's going to do nothing. I bet yours is going to do a lot of damage. Okay, well, let's have a look at the mission. Right, we are playing Secure Mission Artifacts. It's the sandwich deployment, as we've named it. So 2 sort of triangles in the corners. There's 5 objectives. There is 1 in each of our deployment zone and 3 in no man's land. I believe 1 objective is going to move, yeah?
Or we move 1A, 1B. Each.
Yeah, that's it. It is 4 points for 1, 8 points for 2, and 12 points for more. And of course, we have our secondaries to have a look at as well. Is there a progressive thing to this one?
Yeah, the progressive one is called Precious Artifacts. At the end of each player's turn, the player whose turn it's called scores 3 victory points if they control their priority objective marker.
Okay, right. So let's have a look at our secondary objectives. Right, Orks, Freeboots, for those with no shoes, is taking no prisoners. Oh, what a surprise that is, Rich. Eh?
Yeah, I don't know why.
The biggest and the best, and raise the banners. Okay, and Cryptek Clueless, that's me. He is taking Purge the Vermin, Treasures of Eons, and Ancient Machineries. Okay, so we've just moved objectives. We rolled off. I got to move the first one, and I moved this one here, 6 inches, basically moving it towards me because I've got treasures of Eons, of course, and Ancient Machineries. And then Richard moved his objective back, and then he moved this objective forward here, and then I moved my objective backwards here. Right, let's get deployed. Right, I have deployed. We've got the control node Technomancer here behind one of the stones, another stone here, and another stone there with the 2 Doomstalkers. Line of sight, there isn't much in this particular format. All of these buildings are obscuring. They're also ruins as well, so if you are touching them you can shoot through them. Right, I've then deployed 2 units of Scarabs, 2 units of Spiders, the other Technomancer with a unit of Wraiths with coils behind them. To the right we've got some more Wraiths, and to the left more Wraiths and some Scarabs. Richard has deployed this massive blob of Orks. We've got the flash kits in the fortification, we've got Fracker, the kill rig, and then obviously 2 aeroplanes. I've faced this army, or very similar army to this before, and I can tell you it is nasty, especially this kill rig. I only have 2 guns and I can't see a great deal, so it's going to be interesting. Right, so well, let's find out who is going to go first. Oh, for reference, my Dynasty code that I've taken is Novok, and my all-game protocol is going to be +1 to strength in the first round of combat. Right, let's find out who is going first. Okay, here we go, big roll-off. I get a 1, Richard gets a 2.
Just.
So you are going first. Okay, there we go then. Orks, turn 1. Okay, so turn 1, protocol, Eternal Guardians, and I'm going to go for Directive 1. So basically I get +1 to cover when I haven't moved, and of course I haven't moved. Okay, I forgot to say, this guy has also got a piece of Arcana, which allows me in my command phase to roll a dice, and on a 5+ I get a command point. Okay, end of the movement phase, and Richard put his plane here, the other plane there, the kill rig here, and everything else sort of shuffled up a bit. He did raise the banners over on his objective in the corner there. And then in the shooting phase, in the psychic phase, you gave the wear tower something, didn't you?
I gave him Fist Gork.
Right, Fist of Gorks, basically you made him better in close combat, right?
Yeah. Okay, he's got 3 more attacks, 3 more strength.
Okay, and then we went into the shooting phase. This plane totally whiffed its shots, shooting into my Doomstalker. The 1 wound that came through I saved. However, this plane didn't. This plane killed the Doomstalker pretty easily. We then had the bubble chuckers shooting into my Spider unit here. The first single one-shot wonder killed a Spider. The other 2 guns, however, they did 3 wounds, and I rolled 3 saves, 3 5s to save the Spider. And of course the Spider didn't reanimate. And then we had the kill rig and these buggies here shooting into my Scarabs, and I'm down to 4 Scarabs, and one of those has a wound, so I lost 3 Scarab bases. All that's left to shoot now is this fortification, which I'm going to record. I didn't record all the other dice rolls because you've seen Richard roll so many dice on the channel. I thought I would give you a break, but we haven't seen this in action before, so let's find out what it can do. What range is it, Rich?
I was just checking for the other abilities,
okay.
And that's very it's out from the other abilities, so it'll be the 3 big shooters on it.
So it's going to do something when I get close to it, is it?
Oh, we're a little closer. It's got better
shooting.
Better abilities, yeah.
Okay, right.
What's your toughness for your Spider?
Toughness 6 on the Spider.
No, I'll do the Scarabs.
Scarabs there at the front, yeah.
So we're hitting on 4s.
Okay, hitting on 4s.
That's about right. That's nearly half. So then it's 3s.
Okay.
3 in, 3 5-up saves.
Right, 3 5-ups because of my protocol. I make 2 of them. How much damage, Rich?
Just 1 damage.
1 damage. Okay, and that Scarab wound brings us to the end of Orc turn 1. No assault phase. Nothing is in range. So we're going to move into Necrons turn 1. Of course, we've got our living metal to do. So a wound back there, and that Scarab goes back up to full strength. And then we've got our Arcana. Let's see if we get a command point on a 5+. We don't. And of course I'm going to bring back the dead spider as well with the Technomancer. And then we're going to move into the movement phase. Right, end of the movement phase. I did give my warlord trait lesser beings to this unit of spiders, targeting this one here because it was the only unit visible to my Technomancer. And I've moved these guys over onto this objective, and I've done ancient machineries. I am playing a little bit more defensively than maybe Richard thought, but I think I need to. So I've got the scarabs in the middle here with the wraiths and spiders behind, and basically I've got the same over here. I put the small unit of scarabs just in that building over there, and I also did an action on the Dominion, and I've put it into reserve at the end. Well, it's supposed to be at the end of the turn actually. I think it's at the end of the turn, Rich. I'll double check that. Right, okay, so we are ready to shoot. Right, yes, it is done at the end of the turn. So, shooting phase, I'm going to shoot both of these at the plane because it's the only thing within 12 inches. So, 2 D3 shots. So, 4 shots in total. Normally it hits on 3s, but of course -1 because it's a flyer, so 4s. They all miss. Okay, let's shoot the third one at that plane, so D3 shots. We get 2 shots, needing 4s. 1 goes through, strength 4.
5s.
Nope, another 1. And that Technomancer there on the plane in the front of it. So we need 4s, all in this time, and then we need 5s. We need that again. We've got 1 5, -2 AP, Rich. That is.
So it's 5 up either way.
Okay. Of course, of course. Right, now let's shoot the spiders. Okay, so let's shoot with the spiders. I've got the control node there, so +1 to hit negates the -1 to hit. So I'm going to be on 4s to hit, and then I would normally need 5s to wound, but because of my warlord trait, lesser beings, it's going to be 4s. So basically I need 4s and 4s. So here we go. 4s. 1 cocked dice. Right, that misses anyway. Right, let's take the misses out.
Yes, it's a lot of 1s and 2s, isn't it?
It's me rolling, Rich. There's always going to be a lot of 1s and 2s.
And with 3s as well, isn't it?
Okay. Right, and 4s to wound. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10 saves.
No AP.
No AP. Pull up.
So takes 5 wounds.
5 wounds.
Now you need 5.
Yeah. Right, and then 5s to wound. That jumped out, that was a 2.
That's a 3.
Okay.
So got 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's it. 4. 4 saves this time, Rich. How many was that? 3 wounds?
Mm-hmm.
So you are down to 4 wounds. Okay, finally it's the Doom Stalker shooting at this aeroplane. I was hoping to shoot one of the buggies because I've just about got line of sight with it, but I think I need to kill this. So it's going to be big gun on the plane and the small guns on this plane, just because. Okay, so how many shots? D6 shots. We get 3 shots. We are needing a 5+. We get 2 through, and strength 10. I need 3s to wound, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we'll go with that. I'm not going to use the auto wound strat. So
you need, you still need to roll to wound, don't you? That was to hit.
Yes. Okay, so strength 10, threes, both them.
5 up involves. No.
Both go through, d6 damage each. We've killed it. Does it explode?
No.
No. Okay. Right, well at least I've killed one thing, Rich. I can't believe that is all the shooting apart from the small gun on here to there, which is going to do nothing. And then we'll be back. See if I'm going to assault. Right, actually I only needed 4s to hit the plane because of course I've got the control node there, which I've just realised when shooting the small gun. So it was 4s to hit, made no difference to the result, but I have just rolled this for rapid firing guns on the Stalker, so let's roll it anyway. So strength 4, we need 5s. We get 2, Rich. That's not too bad actually. So -1.
Damage.
Takes 2 damage. Let's see, the small guns always do the damage. Okay, so I did actually make a charge, believe it or not, onto the kill rig. The kill rig is really nasty in close combat, but I'm hoping to survive with a couple of scarabs. I'm trying to basically just hold that kill rig back if I can. I did attempt to assault with the wraiths as well, but I failed the charge range even with a reroll. So the scarabs are in. Now I need to pray to the Necron gods that I survive. Right, I'm in. Everyone can attack apart from one scarab. Of course I get +1 to the attacks, so I get 5 attacks each. We need 4s. We're looking for 6s ideally. Roll some in there, roll some in there. Let's take the 6s out because they automatically wound. So a good amount of 6s, and now take out the 1s, 2s and 3s. My tray looks really good, Rich. I don't know about your one over there. How you doing? It's not a bad roll. I need a good roll because I now need 6s to wound, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll roll these first over here. You get 3 6s.
Oh no, they're auto wounds, aren't they? So.
Oh yes, they're auto wounds, thank you.
So 3 more, so I've got 3, 6.
How many 6s was there?
9, 12 in total.
Okay.
You've got 12 in total. What's the minus?
Okay, so yeah, the dice that were here, of course, were auto wound, and I picked them up and rolled them, but Richard sorted it all out with this pile over here. So basically, we've ended up with 12 wounds.
Minuses?
It's scarabs, there's no minus.
Oh. In that case, I might lose 1 or 2 wounds if I'm unlucky. Needing 3s.
Ooh.
5, yeah.
5 wounds, well done, scarabs. Right, now the biggest task of all, to survive.
Blue and purple are the butcher boys. The red are the savage horns and hooves, and the sword blades are the green.
Okie dokie. Good luck, Richard, but I don't mean it.
3. Right, so they're needing 3s.
Right.
They're needing, and everything else needs 2s.
Okay, 3s on the blue. 1 blue misses, and the others all hit.
Yeah, which is about fair, I think. Right, so let's do it. Blues are -1.
Okay, 3 blues at -1, so that will be no save.
1 damage each.
Okay, so that's 3 wounds.
These are -2.
Yeah, no save.
So that's 1 dead.
Yeah.
1 on a wound.
Okay.
That's -2. That's a dead one. That's another dead one. And 1 on 2 wounds.
Okay, so 3 dead and 1 on 2 wounds, yeah?
Mhm.
Okay, all attacked?
Yes.
Yep, so I've got my RP, right?
Yeah, so 3 dead, yeah.
Okay, 3 RPs. We get to re-roll the 1s because of the cult. Okay, here we go. We need 5s. 1 is on the floor. Gotta roll that again. I get 0 1s, and I get 1, 2, and that is it. No scarabs come back. Okay, end of Necron turn 1. I scored well. I got 3 points for precious artifacts for taking this one. I got 3 points for Purge the Vermin. I got 5 points for Treasures of Eons, and I've done 1 Ancient Machineries for 4 points. Okay, we're going to move into Orks turn 2. My protocol this time is going to be Sudden Storm, so either 1 inch movement or shoot and do actions. I'm not sure what I'm going to select yet. I'll have a quick think. Right, Orc movement phase. The plane flew off of the board. Over here, these Gretchen advanced up onto this objective. Thracker's come into the middle here, eyeing up an alternative assault. And then we've got these buggies coming up, eyeing up the Wraiths. Badruck just scooted across for some form of line of sight. And then over here we've got the Weird Boy behind the kill rig. Richard is obviously eyeing up what he can shoot. And then we've got some more Gretchen coming over here to try and deny me my Purge the Vermin. Okay, let's move into the psychic phase and the shooting phase. Okay, end of the psychic phase and shooting phase for the Orcs. I lost a few wounds around from the psychic abilities. I lost 1 of my Wraiths here, it was 2, 1 got back up from Badruck just over there. The majority of these units here all shot into my Wraiths, and I've got 2 left after reanimating 1 from RP. This guy shot into these Scarabs, killed 1 I think it was, and then, killed 1. The kill rig shot into these, killed a couple of bases, and then these big guns all shot into my Doomstalker and took him down to 9 wounds. And that was it. So we're moving in to the assault phase. Okay, Thraka just got into the assault with these with a big 8-inch charge, and these just got in here with a 7-inch charge. I think that's all the assaults, isn't it, Rich? It's going to happen?
No.
No? Got more? What else is assaulting? Oh, those guys over there. Oh. Okay, interesting.
And the others.
These can't charge, can they? Because they're advanced.
Oh yeah, neither can these. That's right. So
right.
It's not,
Yeah.
it is,
Okay. Right. Okay. Let's move into the assaults. Okay, end of the assault phase. Thraka killed 4 Wraiths. 1 did get back up. Over here, the kill rig killed those Scarabs and then piled into these Scarabs. My Scarabs attacked back, and then I took 2 wounds off. And over here, I lost both of my Wraiths without attacking. And that's it. Richard's got quite a few no prisoners points. He's got 1 raise the banner. So now we're going to move in to Necron turn 2. Okay, and at the movement phase, I just strung these out to try and block the fire from deep striking in here. I moved the Canoptek spiders onto this objective. I moved the Wraiths that were there up towards the kill rig. These Scarabs here fallen back. I've still got to do my ancient machineries. And then here, the Wraiths that were there have fallen back here onto my objective, because I was looking a bit vulnerable with the objective at the back there. And then I brought the spiders up here, and I've used the Warlord trait to give them a +1 to wound. And then over here, my Star Steel has just come down at the back there, just trying to take a few grots out if I'm lucky. Okay, so we're going to move in to the shooting phase. Okay, so these spiders shot out the Gretchen over there. Everything else here shot into Thraka. And that was it. This Star Steel shot into the grots and missed. He missed. Don't worry about it. Right, okay. So we are moving into the assault phase. I am assaulting Thraka with my spiders, and Richard is overwatching.
Toughness of the spiders?
6.
No.
Nothing. Okay, assault range 3. Luckily I'm very close to you. Okay, end of my turn 2. So my spiders killed Thraka, and then Thraka used his last 2 CPs to fight on death and killed my 3 spiders. A fair exchange, I would say. However, it did mean that Richard couldn't interrupt with his kill rig, and I used the +1 to strength stratagem, which with the Novok took me up to strength 8, meaning that ramshackle didn't work, and those wraiths managed to kill the kill rig. I also used the Novox stratagem as well, +1 attack. So that was handy. I've got another ancient machineries. I've got 2 treasures of Eon objectives. I've got this objective for the progressive points, and I scored 12 points at the beginning of the turn, and 3 points for Purge the Vermin. So I've got points, however, Richard still has some nasty stuff left. So let's see what he can do as we move into turn 3 for the Orks. Alright, end of the movement phase. The flyer just deep striked in. We've got the buggies in a line here, and the weird boy just moving up to the wraiths. And that was it for the movement. Let's go into the psychic and shooting phase. Right, we are in the shooting phase. The airplane got this Doomstalker down to 5 wounds. Badruck shot into here, did no damage. The flash kits took out my Scarab Swarm. These guys split fire, shooting into the wraiths. I've lost 1 wraith, and then the other shots went into the tomb spiders, the Canoptek spiders. 6 wounds come through. They were 3 damage each, right? That was the whole unit gone. I had 1 command point. I had a 6+ save. I used my last command point, rolled it, and I got a 6. Which meant that this guy is left with 3 wounds. We're now going to do the RP for these 2. So we're looking for 5s and 6s. And we can re-roll the 1. We've got... Come on, boys. Yes, we get the... Oh! Yes, yes! We get a spider back. Excellent. Excuse the noise. I think there's some building work going on in the house.
Yeah, it's you can shut the door if you want.
That's alright, no trouble. Alright, okay. Let's continue. Anything else to shoot, Rich?
No.
No? Okay, so assault phase. Okay, so the buggies assaulted my wraiths and the weird boy. And I lost 1 of my wraiths, and I assaulted back. I split my attacks. I managed to kill the weird boy, and I did no wounds on the buggies. And that is it. So we're going to move in to Necrons, turn 3. Okay, so movement phase. I've moved the Cryptek that was here. I advanced in 5 inches. He's got here next to these spiders, and the spiders have just moved on the objective, touching that piece of terrain so I can shoot those buggies. And then I moved the wraiths here, which I got 1 back with rights of reanimation, and I've moved up over there. And the wraiths that were in combat here, I've fallen back up over here. So I'm going to brave out this here. I do potentially have the ancient machineries objective here, and hopefully just stop these from shooting, because I haven't got much left, to be fair. So we'll see what we can do. We're going to re-assault with the wraiths and hopefully get back on this objective with the wraiths. Okay, so let's shoot. Okay, in the shooting phase I used the stratagem to give me -2 AP on these guns. I shot in, killed 1 of the buggies, then I shot the Doomstalker into the buggies as well, and I did a few wounds. 1 is down to 4 wounds. This Dominion Stone here shot at Badruck, and I did nothing. So now we're going to move in to the assault phase. Okay, my wraiths failed their charge. I rolled a 3 for my charge range and no CP to re-roll it, so I've lost this middle objective, which affected my eons. However, my wraiths over here did a double 6 to charge, so I actually managed to get over on the objective. And in the assault I took 1 of those, whatever they are called. What are they called, Rich? Bubble chuckers. Bubble chuckers, that's it. I've got 1 down to 4 wounds, was it? Mm-hmm. Yeah, because of your damage. I did 4 damage, didn't I? Yeah. They got 8 wounds, can't be right.
So they got 6 wounds, but you only do 1 damage apiece because of ramshackle.
Yeah, so you should have 2 wounds left.
Yes, sorry.
Yeah. Okay, that's it. Right, so we are moving in to turn 4 for the Orks. Right, end of shooting phase, turn 4. Richard moved his plane here, shot my Doomstalker, and this is where the game was really good for me because I managed to save everything and stood there. However, it went a bit wrong after that. I lost 1 of my spiders here from shooting and 2 of my wraiths from shooting. Over here, Richard fell back, which obviously was a good thing for me because it means he couldn't shoot them. However, I got shot by these and I died. And then over here I took some wounds on my Star Steel. And that's it. So we're moving into the assault phase. Richard is eyeing up what he's going to do. So we'll be back in a second. Okay, so the assault happened. I lost 1 wound on my spider because Richard only rolled a 1 on his D3 damage. I had 3 wounds originally. And I did a few wounds on the buggy in return. One of them is down to 5 wounds. And that is the end of turn 4 for the Orks. As we move in to turn 4 for the Necrons. Okay, so I got a spider back with ropes of reanimation. I've moved my Technomancer just behind that piece of terrain there. And then over here I advanced the Wraith that was left over there onto this objective for treasures. Okay, now I'm going to move into the shooting phase. I'm going to try to shoot this plane. Let's see what we can do. Okay, how many shots? D6. 4 shots. We got -1 to hit, but then we've got the control node, so we're +1, so that is 4s. We get 3 in, and 3's to wound. And command roll that one. Ah, there you go. I should have used the auto wound.
Is that the plane, is it?
Yeah, so 1 save. Should have used the auto wound strat. Used your last command point.
Yeah,
saved it.
Yeah.
Well done. Now the small guns, they're rapid firing.
Yeah,
the ones that are going to hurt. 4s.
5s.
5s. 1 save. -1. Saved. Right, well I continued to shoot and it didn't get much better. I did absolutely nothing apart from a spider took 1 wound off in the shooting. However, because there was no new assaults, Richard went first and killed both of my spiders. That took me off of this objective. I've only got 1 scarab, Richard has 2. So I lost ancient machineries and I lost my 3 points for primary target. I just got the ancient machineries here. So not a good round for me. But we are looking at the points and it's really, really close. So we're going to move into the final turn, turn 5 for the Orks. Okay, Richard just had a very good turn 5. He basically killed my Cryptek and the Doomstalker with this. And then these guys shot in and took out my Scarab Swarms, took my Cryptek down to 2 wounds, assaulted my Cryptek, killed my Cryptek. I've got nothing left apart from 2 stones. The stone down there was destroyed by the Flashgets or Badruck or someone. Anyway, 2 stones left, that's it. I scored 0 points on my turn 5 because of course these can't take objectives. So we've added up the score, let's take a look at it. Okay Rich, what did you score?
Well, I scored 44 for my primary and precious artefacts. Secondary I got 30 with 10 for my painted, total for 84.
Okay, and the Necrons?
You got 41 for your primary and precious artifact, 37 in your secondaries, 10 for your painted, giving the score of 88.
88 versus 84, 4-point swing, but
yep.
The Necrons do it. Wow, that was a very close game.
Yeah, I just needed to wipe another unit with Bedrock. If I'd done that.
Yeah, that secondary was the one that you didn't score that many, 5 points here in total.
Yeah.
Yeah. What did you think of the Cult of the Cryptek?
It's good. It's not. I don't think it's particularly that tough. You're a little bit more durable because of a number of scarab bases, but if there's more shooting, and the table board didn't help because my biggest shooting threat was Flashgets. I had to wait till you came to me.
Yeah, I felt I was using more of the special rules this turn because the special rules were generally better, plus the CPs. For the stratagems, the CPs are only 1.
Yeah.
Than the Annihilation Legion. But I think overall the Annihilation Legion is stronger.
Stronger, yeah.
But I think this was actually a lot more fun than I thought it was going to be. I did really enjoy playing it.
You tying me up here with my kill rig really helped you.
That did help, yeah. And the stones, I mean, all through the game I was thinking, I actually really enjoyed playing the stones. I know they didn't do much, but it was fun to play. And they did give me a little tactical ability, blocking some areas of the board. However, if I had an extra 100 points, potentially I might be able to have scored some extra points in that last turn.
Yeah.
So yeah, interesting stuff. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. If you want to see more battle reports, then here is our playlist with all of the games in.